Hi, this is Mike Karen from the Paperless PTO. In this video segment, we are going to show you the typical sequence of steps to take in loading an event on your Paperless PTO website. For this demonstration, we're going to use school lunch menus as an example. Once you subscribe to the Paperless PTO, your website is immediately available to you. What you see on the screen here is the typical home page of a paperless PTO website. And you'll notice this area here, which is empty. It is the location where the events will be listed. Being that this is a new site that we're looking at, there are no events, so what we're going to have to do is create an event, and it will be for the school lunch menus. To create an event, we first need to log into our account with our email address and password, and then go to the website builder under the board only menu option. And that brings us to the events page. Now with the lunch menus, what we're going to do is create a recurring event, because you're most likely going to have an event that's going to span several days where you might allow families to order the lunches for a certain period. So we click on add a new recurring event. And this brings us to the recurring event page where we are going to add that event, and we have given it the name of Order School Lunches with a description saying or telling the families to please log into their account to order lunches for, let's say, the month of February. And we have to assign that event to a committee. In this case, we are linking it to the fundraising committee. The location of the event, well, it is on the website because it is the actual ordering of the lunches. It is going to recur every one day from the 17th of January through the 28th of January. Then we simply click on the button to save the event. Now the event has been saved, so let us just take a peek at how it appears on the home page of our website. There you can see that the event now appears with instructions on how to place a lunch order. Now what we need to do is to create the lunch menu, and this is done by adding items for sale. And we do this by going back into the website builder, which is in our account, and you'll notice that we are already logged in, so we are taken directly to the secure side of the website. And we go back to the website builder, and we are going to want to click on the link that says Manage Items for Sale. For a moment, let's stop and think about the menu that we're going to offer for the families. Just to keep it simple, let's say that the menu is going to be for the month of February, and we are going to offer chicken fingers on Tuesdays, the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd, and then slices of pizza on Fridays, the 4th, the 11th, the 18th, and the 25th of February. Now when we get back to the website builder, we are at a page where we can add the item for sale. Here we provide a description, which we call chicken fingers, an expiration date to indicate the last day that the item is available to be purchased, which is the 28th of January. We provide a narrative that says that this is a 4-piece chicken finger platter. We have to link the item to the event that we created, which we called Order School Lunches, and we also indicate the price, in this case, which is $2.50. One other important note to do is to check the box that says link this item to students. This will enable you to purchase the chicken fingers for 1 or 2 or however many students that the parent has. Now if we scroll down further, you'll see a label called Dates and a button which says Open Calendar. When we click on that, up pops a calendar which is going to indicate the dates that we are going to enable the items for sale to be purchased for. So we said we were going to go with the dates of February for the chicken fingers and all the Tuesdays. So we simply click on the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd, and then we will have selected those days for the chicken fingers. Then we simply close the calendar, and what that does is it shows which dates are now linked to the chicken fingers for sale. Then it's simply a matter of clicking on the Add Item button, which will save the item for sale. Now that the chicken fingers have been added, we want to do the same thing for the pizza. So we simply click on Manage Items for Sale, and then we're going to click on Add a New Item for Sale. And we do virtually the same process for the pizza. However, this time it's pizza slices with the expiration date being the same. We're going to describe it as one slice of pizza from Tony's Pizzeria, and it again is linked to the same event. The price per slice is going to be $1.50. And this time when we open the calendar, we are going to select the appropriate days for pizza. Again, which is in February. And we said they were going to be Fridays, the 4th, the 11th, the 18th, and the 25th. Then we close the calendar, and those dates should appear. And again, it's simply a matter of saving the item for sale. At this point, we have effectively created the school lunch menu, and you can verify this by mousing over the for sale item option and then clicking on calendar lunch menu, and that will bring us to this page here, which will show us each of the items for sale in a calendar format. Now you'll notice that we added the chicken fingers on Tuesdays and the pizza slices on Fridays for each day in the month. Ordering the items is as simple as entering the quantity that you want to purchase for each student on each day for that item. Then you simply scroll down to the bottom of this page and you add the items to your shopping cart. And then your shopping cart will show you the items that you have purchased, the date, who they are for, the quantity, the unit price, and the total. Then, just like all typical shopping carts, you simply check out, and that will create an order for you. And in this case, the amount is $28, and here you would fill out the information in order to make your purchase by credit card. Now that we have seen how easy it is to set up items for sale on a paperless PTO website, we're going to show you one of the more popular ways of letting your families know that the lunch menu is available. And this is through the email and text blast feature of the website. To access the email blast feature, we mouse over the board only menu option and then scroll down and click on email blast. This takes us to the page where we send out email and text messages to your family members. The blast feature is very basic. You simply provide the subject, who the message is coming from, and the body of the message, as well as the filtering criteria that you want to select. When you have chosen that, you simply click on the send button, and then that email will go out to all of the family members you have that meet that filtering criteria. You're probably thinking, this is great, but how do we know what kind of orders we have? Well, let's wrap this video segment up with some of the features that will show you how we collect the information and report it to you and your board members. When you click on Order Summary, which is under the Board Only menu option, you'll get a summary report of all of the activity that has taken place between your family members and your website. This would include any kind of lunch orders or any other items that you have added for sale. And if you were to click on any of those events, then you'll get a more detailed list of who the people are that made those purchases. And this information is shown here and can also be emailed to you by simply clicking on the button at the bottom of the page. Now we also have a section called Share Reports where we like to add reports that are fairly standard and as well as customized to each individual parent-teacher group. So if you have a special order, or rather a special reporting need that we don't provide, you can simply ask for it and we will make sure that it becomes available to your board. And that, my friends, concludes this video. In 9 minutes, we were able to show you how easy it is to add a school lunch menu to your paperless PTO website. Now, we also have a full library of videos that demonstrate each of the features of the paperless PTO. The subscription is free. All you need to do is provide your name and email address and then click the Send It to Me button, and we will begin sending those videos to you. I'm Mike Karen from the Paperless PTO. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video segment.